They focus on consumer loan, saving loan institutions. So when they provide loan, their collateral, most of the time pupils borrow from saving and loan associations to buy something, and if they bought something using this saving loan associations money, that equipment is considered as a collateral, and if the borrower unable to pay the debt, this institution will take that equipment. They can be formed in two ways. They can be a mutually owned, or means by pooling money from different members. So they have a member. This time they provide the loan only for their members. However, if they are publicly established rather than mutually owned, this time they will trade their shares and will be established, and after that everyone can use. Probably it's not internationally, but like the commercial bank may not include that kind of service, but are small. This time anyone can use this. Just think of them as a banks, a commercial banks, but in a smaller size if they are publicly owned. But if they are mutually owned, have a members, and the loan is given only for the members, not for the public. However, if they are publicly owned or by selling their shares, it's for the public itself, and anyone can use them. Their profitability is a bit higher, and they focus on giving a long term. They are depository institutions. Think of them as small banks. The other one is saving bank. Saving bank is, this can also be mutually established or publicly traded. So if they sell their shares, they are publicly traded. Mostly they are the one who brought service for individuals, and their profitability depends on the size of its members and their capital. So you can easily differentiate saving in loan association from saving banks with this word. Both of them have a saving. However, this one has a loan. Means that saving in loan association promote both saving and giving loan. It offers this service. However, saving banks will offer saving only. So they do not borrow. They do not lend you their money, but they promote saving only. And they invest your money, and after investing your money, they will try to give you adequate return. So you cannot borrow from them. However, the money that you put or you deposited in this saving, sorry for the word dividend here. They invest your money and gives you an interest, like what the commercial banks gives you. After investing your money, they will try to survive by being profitable in the investment rather than commercial banks. What a commercial bank is doing, because commercial banks are profitable using that spread. That is the difference between the bank lending rate and the bank borrowing rate. That's their main profit. However, saving banks do not give lending services, so they do not have a spread. However, they can take your money and invest it, and the return on their investment will help us to survive and give you the interest. That's why we call them as a depository. The other one is a credit union. This is mostly for the employees in one company operates and has many different employees. It may not only be a business company, but under any institution there might be a credit union. Mostly they service their employees. This means they have a limited group, like employees in the association. Hence, they are established and serve a limited group. Mostly, they are small compared with other depository institutions, and are non-profit organizations established by its member. So their profitability is compared with others. Most of the time, they lend money with a borrowing rate. That means they do not have that much of spread. They all established to serve the employees, and they are unique and have a common bond. For example, in the organization, there might be a credit union that is established only for some individual employee. Not individual, but for some kind of group in the institution. Now we have seen all of the depository financial institutions and non-depository financial institutions. But from non-depository financial institutions, but there is something that we haven't seen in the pension funds. Pension funds has a contribution. That means the money that these pension funds collect from employees, and the benefit or the return that these pension funds pay back to these employees. So sometimes the amount of contribution is unknown, and sometimes the amount of the benefit is unknown. Let's look everything from the perspective of